Good morning, everybody. And it probably won't be morning when you watch this, but it's early in the morning here for me, 5:25 in the morning. With that said, I like to get in and get the video made before work starts. So, yes, and of course, work reaches out to me when they see that I'm on. But anyways, we can see that we had an update and there's a lot of new stuff out here. But today, I'm going to start a brand new series on the heads of Hydra. Everybody is well aware that of what Hydra is, and actually a few of my clanmates requested a series on the heads of Hydra and going through each individual head. The first head, the last head I'm going to do is the head of Mischief. And the reason for that is I already did what is a Mischief tank. You go back into my video vault and you'll see it there. But what is a Mischief tank? And it pretty much covers what is the head of Mischief. So I'm going to give us a little bit of space there. And this gives us a little bit of time before we recover. We'll recover about 90% of what's there, but we'll also go on to an additional 10% more. We'll look at, what are some of the counters? What are some of the moves? Do you even need a counter for that one because it's so weak? Or do you absolutely need a counter for it because it's so powerful? So here we go. Let's start off with what we do every morning. I didn't get a second run in yesterday for the Demon Lord, so let's pray for really good luck on just one instead of normal 2. And we got, oh, thank God we got 1. Come on, one more. Void is not bad, but we got what we're looking for. If I get 2 more Sacreds by Friday, so 1 tomorrow and 1 on Friday, I'll go for the guy. But if I don't get those 2 more, I'm not going to go for it. I just can't. I can't bring myself to do it. My clan seems to be doing really well, and they're giving me. I always have an affinity, even at 5:30 in the morning. We always have an affinity clan boss, so it's going to be interesting. There we go. We got all of our clan bosses done here. And let's go see what we got from Hydra. Start out in the normal. Come on, Hydra. 2. That's not bad. And we'll claim those right away. Come on. A couple more. 2 more. There we go. And a 6-star that we'll keep. We can't complain about that at all. Brutal. Let's see. 2 more. So we're up to 6. That's pretty good. 6-star. 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 Can't complain at all. Come on, did we get 2 of them? No, shoot. I was hoping we would have gotten 2. But we finished first, I think. No, it looks like we finished 3rd. Oh, no. We got 45 shards, which I can't complain about. We got 1 6-star piece of gear here, which Makes me very happy. So let's take a peek at what we got. We got 6,000 here. We can get a Lego book. You know you're going to get a Lego book when they're available. I get some silver, which is nice to get, but at this moment I'm okay. My next solo build I already have in the works. We're gonna solo most, not all, most of the Iron Twins, all the way up to their top level. I'm gonna see if I can't get that done. I have an idea. I need a little bit more gear, so I need a little bit more money. You know, saying that I have enough. So yes, we're sitting there, but let's get on to topic. After I wasted, what is it, 6 minutes? Our topic today is the heads, or the different heads. So here we go. We're going to start off with the head of Decay. We'll just go right in order, make it easy on us. What does the head of Decay do? First off, you know, that's kind of a picture of what he looks like. So his first move, Agonizing Jaws. He attacks the enemy with the lowest HP, places 100% heal reduction debuff on that person for 2 turns. Whenever this head is decapitated, heals all enemy champions by 30% of their max HP. Then restores 50% max HP of any enemy champions whose max HP has been destroyed. So, Head of Decay, his initial move is to go after a single person, and then when he gets decapitated, he gives everybody health and restores the destroyed max health. This is the one that I hate the most. Removes all debuffs from all heads, then fills turn meters of all heads by 30%. So this is why you can see the light bulb go on, because I'm not a Hydra person at all. You guys write in the comments below, give me hints, give me help. I will, any comments that come in that absolutely help, I will use in the next video or next couple videos, and we come back and revisit these guys to take care of it. But this is why it's so important to taunt the Head of Decay, because then you can never use the remove all debuffs. Removes all debuffs from the head with the lowest HP and places a life barrier on them. For turn, the life barrier cannot be removed. And then I think we go through this here, and the Head of Decay, whenever an enemy champion is healed, destroys their max HP by 15% of the value of the heal. Decreases damage taken by poison. So this is discouraging you from using healers on your team. I get it. Damage taken in one tick from HP burn debuffs cannot exceed 20,000. Pretty standard. Immune to these things. pretty standard. So when we see the Head of Decay come out, he's not horrible. He's not this guy. God, I hate this guy. God, I hate this guy. This guy here is painful to the max. Head of Mischief. But I can see where he is a pain in the butt. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the Head of Decay, or not the Head of Decay, Head of Mischief, I'm going to give the Head of Decay a 3 in difficulty. The lower the number, the more I want to see him. Okay, so that's my opinion. I'm not, as I said, I am not a Hydra person. I'm trying to become one. I am learning along the way. So when I know that Head of Decay is coming out for the teams, and we can look and see if Head of Decay is coming out, right there is Head of Decay. So I know he's coming out. I know that he's coming out, and I know that he's coming out. So these two are the ones I hate the most. Head of Decay can be a painful one because he removes the debuffs. So let's take a peek at what we can do to stop him. So the first thing that we want to do is we definitely want to be able to put the debuff taunt out there. So let's look at our debuffs, and we want to put taunt out there. Who are some of the guys that put out taunt? But of course, my favorite guy, Bivald the Thorn. I think he was like the second. Was he the second or was he the third? I got him in one of my very first champions that I earned. He wasn't the first. The first was can't even think of his name. If I take the filter off, I can tell you. The first one I ever got was this guy here, Fox Hunter. Like Fox Hunter. He was the very first one I got. And then shortly thereafter, I saved up enough resources to get myself Bivald. And he has been a stud. And I mean a stud ever since. He puts out a provoke. I said taunt, I meant provoke. A leech, which really helps. And a strengthen. So attacks all enemies 2 times. So all the enemies have a added up 100% chance of placing a provoke. So all you have to do is give him enough accuracy. And based on our accuracy charts, oh goodness, I gotta come over here and get our accuracy charts up here. According to our accuracy charts, depending on which one you're going for, so in brutal, you're looking somewhere between 265 and 315. Actually, I generally use him in hard, so somewhere between 2 and 250. You definitely want a provoker on your team against this head. The other thing that we want is so he's one. Another one that is awesome. I did not realize this. I do not have him built at all. I need to finish him up. But is Irongut. And he has his provoke on his A3, which is really cool. Increased resistance, which is really useful. Increased defense, which for him is very useful. But even more important, he has max enemy max HP. So he actually has a nuke. So Graazur Irongut is going to be awesome in this role. Putting out the provoking, and let's see, is this all champions? All enemies provoke Here's another one that is going to be great. This is a guy that everybody has, Visix. I know everybody has Visix. Once again, all enemy provoke. And this here is set up. Visix is pretty good. It'll be on a 3-turn cooldown when I finally get her booked. Yeah, I've got a lot of champions I don't even have booked yet, which isn't that silly? And Visix with her ally protection, this can be a pain in the butt when you have the head of mischief out there, because he's going to steal the ally protection off your allies, and then when you attack, you're going to hurt her, which is really painful. So you got to make sure you have your mischief tank up and running if you're ever going to use Visix. But Visix is a good one. This is a guy that, another one, Stratos Islan. Not a lot of people know about him. This only attacks one enemy, but you can select your enemy. And you have a 50% chance of putting a provoke out there. And Islan actually does a really, really good job of provoking that head, so he never uses the steal. And he hits hard enough that he isn't just a provoker. He also does some speed control and hits all the enemies. And so I really like him. And as a matter of fact, he's in my third team. I don't have a second team built, but I have a third team built. Can you imagine that? And then he has this whole string of stuff that he does that's positive for your team. Counterattack, the decreased defense, the ally protection. Once again, you got to make sure that you've provoked the head of mischief, or else you're in trouble. You don't want him stealing it. But that said, Islan, you just sit there and provoke, and you're set. So I've actually brought up 4, and then here's another freebie guy that everybody has. Ultimate Deathknight. Ultimate Deathknight has his A1 provoke, same as the other ones. It's 30% chance, and we buff it to 50% chance, so it's a 50-50 that you get the provoke out. So it's not a great one to put out here, but the thing that he does that's really nice is increases his champion's stuff by 10% for each dead ally. If everybody dies on the team, there's 6 people, that's a 50% increase. So if we come to my current build, which isn't great, I don't have a great build on him right now, but I increase this by 50%, that's going to put me at just about 70%, or 70,000 HP. That's going to put me at 25, 6, 7. It's going to put me at 7 grand defense. That's going to put me at 220 speed. So he's going to be fast. He's going to be everything that we need him to be. I'm working on him. Essentially what I want to have is he's going to be my Iron Twins solo guy. He has part of his gear here already. I'm going to have him at 60 grand here, 5 grand here, 185 here. So that way when you kill off everything, I mean, these numbers are just freaking outrageous. But I also need to make sure that I have resist and accuracy. But that said, yeah, he does bring the decreased attack on the heads, which we absolutely need. And the shield and continuous heal. This here can chip away at your life. So I would prefer some of these guys down here to Ultimate Deathknight. unless you have a reviver, not reviver, but restore max health, which I happen to have right here. She is amazing. She has restores any allies decreased max health, then heals all of them by 40%. This is freaking amazing. So you can run her with Ultimate Deathknight, and they make a hell of a great team because Ultimate Deathknight never dies, and when he does die, she brings him back. It's amazing. But my whole point on this is you need to have a restoring max HP if you're going to use Ultimate Deathknight. So we looked at the guys that would be good. So let's go ahead here and we're going to say the head of Decay. Let's create a quick sheet here. New. Hydra options. And here we have Hydra options file. And we'll start out with head of Decay. And the best guys for this. Obviously, we start off with, let's bring that filter back up and let's grab onto our 5 guys that the 5 guys that I selected. If there's more that we should add to this that are great counters for the head of Decay, you tell me, okay? Yes, I see Black Knight here. I'm not a huge fan of Black Knight because, once again, there's that provoke, but he just doesn't do it as well as Ultimate Deathknight. So the first one is Bivald. As far as I'm concerned, the best. Once again, the best of what I have. And then we have Ironguts, Graazur. So let's I can put his first name in here just because it's not normal. I do not have him built out. I need to build him out. So he's one that we definitely need in here. Visix. And then we'll put in Ultimate Deathknight. There's one other one that I didn't mention. It's this guy here. Skull Lord. This guy here. Decrease attack, which is hugely beneficial against the group. It helps you survive the initial barrage. Once you get past the initial barrage, I tend to be okay. If I can pass turn 20, I tend to make it close to the end. When I say the end, it's the point where guys are getting eaten every freaking turn. If I can make it past 20, I don't know why I have problems making it past 20. I'll play the same group of guys 3 or 4 times, and one time they're going to get eaten right around turn 20 or turn 30. And then all of a sudden I'm fine after that. This helps me get past that turn 20. Here's your provoke. It has a 75% chance of placing provoke debuff on a target enemy for 1 turn. So you're not choosing the enemy, which is sad. But he does do provoke. He's not a horrible guy to have. And then heal reduction. A lot of people love this guy. I'm not a huge guy on this, but let's continue making our list. Visix, and then the last one, Ultimate Deathknight. Other ones that I've seen work, Tormin the Cold does a pretty good job. He attacks all enemies. He places a provoke for 1 turn for enemies not under freeze. So they can't be frozen, the heads can't be frozen, so he's always putting out provoke. And once again, debuff chances goes up 20%, so it's an 80% chance of placing provoke, and it's attacking all enemies. That's pretty good. Tormin the Cold is actually pretty good at this. Angar attacks all enemies, puts provoke out there. He also does the reflect damage, which is nice, and he does the counter attack, which is nice. A lot of people don't like Angar, but for countering the Head of Mischief, he's not bad. So I'm going to put down underneath Tormin and Angar, just because they do the AoE provoke. Iron Brago is actually really good, and he does the AoE provoke also, and the decrease attack. So this can get us some this here can get us some good stuff. And then the other thing is he has a 20% chance of increasing the duration of all buffs by 1 turn. I believe this is only on him, but still, it's not a horrible thing to have happen. And he increases everybody's defense by 10%, period. It's just his passive. So he's actually not a bad guy to have on the team. So I'll put in these 3. Tormin, Angar, and Brago as a Tormin, Angar, and Brago. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take Ultimate Deathknight, not off, but put him here with the kind of the second layer. These here guys are all what I consider top flight. And these guys here are all considered that second layer underneath for Head of Decay. And then what I'm going to do is when I get all done doing all, is it 8 heads? I believe there's 8 heads. It's either 6 or 8. I can't remember. Once I do all 6 or 8 heads, I'm going to come back and I am going to give, I'm going to come back and take all of this and put it into, and create a dream team for the heads, and try to create 3 separate teams, so we know that there are 3 teams that'll handle all the different things. And but in that video, I'll put this list when I'm all done. So we have everything that we need here. We're in a good place for Head of Decay. Once again, the pluses on each one of these. He's a nuker. He really is a nuker. He hits hard. Considering he's an HP champ, he hits hard. Ironguts is a defense champ, but he has max HP on one of his moves. And Visix is a freebie that everybody gets and is pretty simple. Ultimate Deathknight's another freebie, hence he's on the list. And I'm hoping that even if you're fairly new to the game, you should have one of these other guys. Angar, I don't know what it is with him. Everybody seems to have him, even though he's not a freebie. And he's actually really, really good. Really good for the Hydra. So, let's save this. And we will talk to you guys later. And you guys have a great day. Continued success on your clan boss adventures. I think I might do. It's going to be probably a week or two away, but I might do one more clan boss video on beginner clan boss teams. Now, I did a top 5 teams. These are my opinion, things that I've run. This clan boss, beginner clan boss teams, I'm going to go through what are some of the things to look for, like beginner people. Heck, I might just do it this week. Beginner people, what do you look for to move up the clan boss ratings? Oh, and you know what? Before we go real quick, let's pull our 5 stones and see what we get. Our 6 stones and see what we get. 1. Come on, give us something good here. Nope. I was excited for a second, thinking, oh, I got... And then, nope. 2. Duck isn't horrible. I can live with duck. Come on. Don't have him. Give me something good. That's not good. Nope. Last one. Come on. Even if it's blue, give me something good. Nope. I don't mind getting the blue ones. Just give me the guys that I want. We can increase duck, so that isn't horrible. This should give duck a little bit of some decent HP, attack, defense, which isn't bad. Though HP and defense are the 2 that you really want Duke to Duke to have. And so I can't complain about this at all. And then we increase this team's aura by 7.5% now. That'll help. So, that said, we went through everything. You guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. If you made it this far, thank you. Thank you. If you have suggestions, and also please like and subscribe. If you've made it this far, just like and subscribe, please. But that said, if you have any suggestions for videos you want to see, leave them in the comments. I promise you, 90% of what I'm doing is brought off by people leaving comments or my team clanmates leaving comments in Discord. So this is all about doing stuff for you guys. Tell me what you want. I'll do my best to get her done. Talk to you later. Bye.